What is it that makes it special? I know this. It's an easy one.
You do know. Come on, you know
The first one. I think it's because it's just it hasn't really changed since I don't know the 1960s or something like that. It's and then most venues, like we were just talking about that another venue there, St Luke's round the corner, which is a similar kind of vibe. It's just unique, you know. Like most venues around the country now, everyone's got the same colours and it's all owned by the same person. It just feels it's fine. It's alright, but this actually has got like some soul about it. It's cool. I've never done it before.
Yeah. We've only ever done 2 nights in a row, and we weirdly, for being really creative and enjoying when other bands change their sets and stuff like that, we hate doing it.
Yeah.
But for the first time, we're doing it on these shows that we're playing. Because we've learned the hard way on our last record. We played the whole album and like what was it, 13 tracks or something like that.
Yeah.
In the set.
There's too many.
And it was just we were bored. So if we were bored, you got to think people listening are like, come on, the fuck, guys. So we're spreading the new record across the 3 nights, and then like chucking in a few old songs that we've not played in Glasgow since 2010. They're all good for their own reasons. Like we just kind of like playing music. So, doesn't really matter to us. I suppose what it is, but it is a different thing, isn't it? Well, the Hydro was our first ever like headline in an arena show of our own. We'd always been a support band and done, you know, like a football stadium and crazy stuff like that. Which it just, when you're the support band, you just feel really detached. It doesn't even feel like it's real people in a way, because you've never seen like 30,000 people or 10,000 people like there was at the Hydro. But because we'd done that so much, by the time it came to do the Hydro show, we felt like genuinely ready, rather than being like thrown into a mad, because that is a mad thing for any band to do in your hometown show.
It's also been a band for like a long time at that point. You know, it's a lot of people just first album, and then they're doing that not just in their home city but everywhere. So
it's actually helped me to properly answer your question. Sorry, it's helped me be a lot more relaxed for these gigs and like the St Luke's and the King Tuts and stuff like that. Because I can't be any more nervous than that. You know what I mean? That was one of the most intimidating things I've ever done. As much as I was saying I was ready, but it's helped me. I feel quite calm being here now. It's tough, isn't it? There's most shows here are amazing.
There's been so many shows that we went to like growing up, but most of them quite a bit of a blur. It's like 3 litres of cider, and then who knows what. But the last few years we've been to a few.
Phoenix was really good here.
Phoenix was
they were amazing. Who was it? I saw Death Cab for Cutie in about 2006, and I'd never really seen a rock band that were truly credible until then. Like they were doing something that was pushing what is expected of a rock show. They just did whatever they wanted. It had a lot of kind of artistic kind of ebb and flow to it. Like the singer brought another drum kit and did like a drum solo with the that was actually about music rather than like showing off or making dick jokes or fucking all that sort of stuff. So that, like I've said in other interviews and stuff like that, that was I can pinpoint that moment as, oh my god, that's what I want to do. I want to, ironically, I do a bit of both and do somewhere in between.
What?
Somewhere in between. But that was like such an inspiring thing, and it happened here. I was standing, see the first pillar on the left hand side over there. I was just like standing leaning against that. I even remember where I was in the venue.
It's a good story. actually written here.
Yeah.
We, believe it or not, being from here, we'd actually never done. Well, we actually had. But
Never a full album though.
Yeah.
We'd always just like come back to Glasgow to rehearse, and we'd always just had a load of nonsense in our head that you pick up from touring. It can drive you a bit, I mean, crazy. Not like, oh my god, tour's so crazy, but you actually lose touch with reality a wee bit. But being, you know, in your spare room or my living room, we set up wee kind of mini home studios for the first time. Just stuff around you that's normal, like, this sounds stupid, but you've always said for years, like, BBC News is on the telly instead of like
French
being
something,
or being in a tour bus or being in all these kind of unusual environments and listening to music that I actually listen to in between, because I'm in Glasgow and I'm just a bit kind of dour here and like moody.
Going to meet like a friend at like the pub that you always go to, so it's got like music that you listen to and like just your actual life. For the first time, our actual life went into it.
It was totally subconscious. It was after the fact. It was when we were narrowing down. We had about 40 songs and we narrowed it down to the 12 that are on there. And we started, I guess with a bit of experience of making records, we started kind of looking deeper and going, why are we picking these particular songs? Because we used to just pick the ones that we thought people would like the most or would get on the radio or help us stay a band. But this time we were like, what is it in particular about these? And it was the whole kind of attitude of being Glaswegian and the boldness and all that sort of stuff.
I don't know. Yeah, there was, but I think there might be one like developing.
I suppose not a lot of people have heard.
Yeah.
You're just trying to figure that out at the moment.
It tends to be the one that's the hardest for each of us personally.
It's like an achievement.
Yeah, it becomes the favourites to play because it used to seem like this impossible thing. Right now we've got a song called I'm Alive that we haven't played live yet because I can't sing and play the guitar part at the same time yet, because when we were making it for the first time ever, I never really did that. I wrote it all very separately. I can do it by myself, but not with you guys. I get nervous and I pure miss notes, or
I did it earlier.
I can do this bit. So I think it'll be that one, because if I get over that, right now it's a song called XL for me, really though, because it's pretty tricky to sing. So if I get through it, alright, at the end I'm like, yes. I know what yours probably is. Yours probably Valhalla, because he can't really play the bass in it yet.
It's hard. Usually I just kind of go like doom, doom, doom. So this one's a bit of a...
There's kind of always been like good music coming out of here. I think it's probably a generation thing where every sort of 5 or 6 years, people that come here to go to uni and stuff like that bring a whole other like stream of inspiration for people, and kind of change like what type of people are going to certain bars and just the stuff that you do day to day. It kind of like creates these wee new communities. Like, see, we've got like our other pals and stuff that have gone on to become like a producer or they play in other bands. Come on, that fuck guys. I'll speak up if you can hear me. But they all just they all have like this little community where they're pals with each other just because they want to do the same thing, and that then breeds all these other bands. And I don't know, I don't know why it is, but that's the facts, that's what happens. But I've always said, because it rains here all the time, and you're away from London as well, where all the pure management and booking agent people are breathing down your neck, giving you advice, and then you lose touch with what's actually good. You're trying too hard to be cool, and there's somewhere in between that Glasgow kind of doesn't care but tries to be good, and you kind of nail it here, I think.
Simple when you want it, cycle's gonna lick it off my fingers, a hero of me.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's hard. It's
not forever.
Yeah, it's not forever. We've been told, obviously, but it's sad, obviously, because it's like kind of one of the few reasons that Scottish youth can get together and like celebrate. Because we don't we're not part of any like sporting things really that most other countries get to go daft for.
What about when Andy Murray wins and we all get together? We should do that actually.
We should. We do support more. I think the solution to this year is actually going to be really, really good. The thing at Glasgow being that's happening, and they just need to find the right location for the vibe of the festival. And says me, easier said than done, obviously. But if you ask me again in 3 days,
hopefully
no doubt it'll be one of these shows. So far, it's hard to pick between a couple for me. We headlined a show at a place in London called The Forum, and this is really arrogant, but we were fucking amazing that night.
Where?
The Forum.
Honestly, we actually were really
It never happens that all four of us come off stage and go,
Did you have a good one?
that was
And they were all
amazing.
like, yeah, it was
Usually somebody, the last person through goes, that was fucking shit. And we're all like, what? But that one, for some reason, it was like a nice synergy that night.
Yeah, it was really good.
Either that or we headlined a wee kind of local festival in England called 2000 Trees.
Yeah, that was a good one.
They gave us our first ever festival slot outside of Scotland. So to be able to go back years later and headline it for them, stuff like that was pretty special, to be fair.
And, honestly, it's quite. It's not like a big festival, but it's like it's got a really good vibe. That everyone that's going is like wanting to see music rather than just get wrecked, whatever. Like some festivals, but there's probably not that. Like there was like 10,000 people, something. But see being on stage and it's like dark. It honestly felt like we were headlining Glastonbury or something like that.
It did.
Just because we'd never experienced it before, so that was actually, it was cool.